Hello! Welcome to DIY is my happy place. I'm Amy, and this is Tim. And we're just about ready to get started. I think you need to bring it closer to us, Tim. We have a new setup here, so we're just trying to get things figured out.
Okay. That's my cue.
That's his cue. So today we're going to be doing this angel gnome ornament, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's very easy to make, and so I'm going to show you. And if you have any questions along the way, feel free to chime in the chat box, and we will see what we can do to answer them.
Yep. One thing, if you're joining us, let us know how our volume is. We were a little worried that we were going to be too quiet with our new setup.
Yeah, we're in a new place, new location, new everything. So we're just trying to.
It looks like the microphone says we're loud enough, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah, please let us know. And we're going to go ahead and
get started.
Get started?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. In order to make this ornament, the first thing that we want to do is the hat. So we're going to work on the hat first. So let's see, it says, you guys look and sound great. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you,
Thanks,
Nathan. Hi, Donna. Oh, from Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, how we love Australia. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, we are going to, first of all, in order to make the hat, the first thing you need is a real fancy thing, which is a toilet paper roll. Go ahead.
Toilet paper roll.
And here's the fun part about our live today. Tim is going to help figure out which parts we need to do and whatnot. Because is crafting your first thing, would you say?
Not my first thing.
Not your first thing.
No, but I love it.
You love it. Oh, yeah, you love
anything that has to do with creativity.
Okay, well, very good. Okay, so we're going to get a toilet paper roll and a pair of paper scissors.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Remember, paper, scissors.
Paper, scissors.
Don't use long scissors.
I think my son used my fabric scissors, and now they're not cutting as good as they should. So you always want to have fabric scissors and paper scissors. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut the paper roll. Now, sometimes you might think, oh, you have to know exactly how much. And the answer is, it doesn't really matter. I've done it with thin strips or thick strips. So basically, just think about the width of your thumb. That's about how much you want your cut to be. And you're going to kind of bend your paper, it could be a paper towel roll, toilet paper roll. And you want it to be the width of your thumb. So see how far that is? See that? Okay, and then just slice that. Just like so, all the way through.
Cutting it off.
All the way through. And then we're going to have one of these. This is what we're going to get started with. Yep. Okay, set these aside because we can make so many more gnomes with those, but I'll just set it aside. And I'll keep it over here so it doesn't get confusing. As you chime in, please say hello so we know you're here and tell us where you're from. We're so happy to see you, and it's exciting to be doing a live. We haven't done a live for a while, and we'll explain why.
Very long time.
We'll explain about that in a minute.
It's my fault.
It's your fault. Yeah, it's both of our fault. Okay, so now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to need some yarn. Now, depending on what type of gnome hat you do. Now with the angels, I'm doing strictly white yarn, and I'm going to use two different types of yarn. Again, I'm going to show you. It sounds confusing, but it's not. But you could do all different kinds. You could make this be like a sports kind. I
like sports.
We are sports fans. Okay, so I have my yarn, and I got the big fluffy yarn. Today we're going to use some of this big fluffy, but it's not that. There's different widths of yarn, and you can pick which kind, although I did do some with the real puffy yarn. Oh, it's way back there. You know, the kind that's like this big around? It's okay. Okay. And it doesn't work as good. So you don't want the big, puffy stuff. You want to either do this or, I guess I should have, and I did some that's just the regular size too. Okay, so what you need to get started, I went ahead and rolled mine in a ball. Back in the olden days, way back when I was young, I was in a 4-H knitting class.
Hi, Debbie. Thanks for joining us.
I was in a 4-H knitting class, and they taught us, you should always roll your yarn so that you don't get halfway through a project and then it's in knots. And
I always
let me
thought
tell
that
you,
was just meant to entertain cats.
it's to entertain cats. Here's some yarn. This yarn I actually got from the dollar store. The dollar store does have yarn occasionally, but it's not the big skeins skeins. I think that's how you say it. But anyway, my yarn, this is really cool yarn, but it got all tangled up, and
like feathers.
So I should have put it in a ball. But we're going to do this yarn in a minute. Okay, so we're going to take some yarn, and you need a book. And I just happen to have my favorite book here, which is Little House on the Prairie, but it doesn't matter what book. And it's just about the size of my hand. But this doesn't matter either. This is the thing. There's so many different things that we can do to make this work. And so whatever book you have, grab a book. And basically what we're going to do, do you want to grab
another book?
Well, but then you have to use this yarn. I'm going to do one and then you can do it. So what we're going to do
I'll watch closely.
Is we're going to put the yarn halfway through the thing. I don't like to waste anything. So it's going to go halfway through the width of the book. And then we're going to do, depending on what type of yarn you're doing, if you're doing the thick yarn, we're going to do 20 rolls. If we do the thinner yarn, we're going to do 30 to 35. So, all right, here we go. So we're going to do 20 of these. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, stop. This is one thing. Whenever I have a ball, I like to have some sort of a box so the yarn isn't going everywhere. Yeah. Okay, what number was I on?
You're on 10.
10. Okay.
Halfway through.
Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Now I'm going to move it around so it's halfway, and I'm going to cut that with my fabric scissors, like so.
Oh, you cut the whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay, now, because this is the puffy yarn, it does leave some little lint, but it's so pretty, so it's worth it.
Snowing.
Okay, so go ahead and do 20. 20. Show us how it goes. Yep. 20 with the fabric scissors.
I need my box.
Oh, you need the box. Yes, you do. We like to sing when we talk. Okay. So 20 of those.
Okay. 1, 2.
Hi from Pennsylvania. Welcome,
5,
Pennsylvania.
6, 7,
Hello,
8,
party people.
9,
I love it.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, very good.
Now I'm going to cut. You said cut through the whole thing.
Cut through the whole thing. Don't cut your thumb. But make it so they can see what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
There you go.
There's that.
Okay. Now, I went ahead and pre-cut a few just so we don't take all our time doing that. And this is the thinner yarn that I did 30 of. Now, this is something that I do. I put my 30 strands of yarn and a little piece of toilet paper roll in a Ziploc bag, and then I keep these in my purse. And I actually have 4 or 5 of them. And so I can work on this kind of project if I'm waiting at the dentist's office or if I'm waiting in a carpool line, whatever. If I'm, whatever.
Yeah.
And so you can make your hats just when you're watching TV or whatever. So I'm going to show you how easy this is. So we're going to get our toilet paper roll.
Okay, got it.
And get one of your pieces of yarn.
Just one.
Just one. Find the halfway mark.
Okay.
You got it?
Got it.
Okay, now hold on to the halfway mark. Okay, now you're going to put it at the bottom of your yarn. Okay, I'm trying to think of a way to explain this. So you're going to grab these two.
You're going to put it up.
And you're going to loop those up through.
I failed in not tying in.
No, this is not even tying. Look,
I know, but still.
That's all you're doing. See if you can do that.
You're going up through the middle.
And the thing of it is, you can do this so that yarn's coming forward or it's coming back. It doesn't matter, just so long as whatever you choose to do, you stay in that pattern.
Hey, Mary, thank you so much.
Hello from
we missed
Michigan.
you too.
It's so good to be back, and thank you so much. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Right?
Right, and
How
then
far
pull it tight.
Does
and
that?
kind of,
Okay.
yep,
Pinch
and
it
then pull
together.
those together. Yeah.
Pinch together.
There you go.
Okay, got it.
Okay, very good. Now, see what we have. With a little tail.
Oh, wait. Why does mine look different?
Does
it
it?
matter?
It doesn't matter. You just turn yours around. There you go.
Well,
So
that
see
was
how
easy.
my knot is coming around behind yours is too. They're the same.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
it was coming around in front, that's okay too. You just want to stay the same.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to do 3 of them with the puffy yarn. If we were doing a thin yarn, we would do 5. But we're going to do 3. So do 2 more. So find the middle.
Middle.
And once you get the hang of this, you can do it in your sleep. I mean, practically, you can just do it without even thinking. So we have the middle.
I think you actually do it in your sleep.
I think I do. I definitely do. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're going to grab those 2 tails and pull them through. And you want to keep the bottoms so that they're pretty even because they're going to become the top of our hat. We'll work for yarn. Oh, I love that. Couple that gnome together, stay together.
That's true.
That's so awesome. Okay, now we have 2 of them, and you want to get it you want to slide it over.
Yeah, I got totally confused. Okay.
It's okay.
No,
and then just slide it next to your other one.
Okay.
Scooch it around. Our granddaughter,
Scooch.
when she's in kindergarten, and sometimes they say, if someone is too close to you, just tell them to scooch. So we always say scooch. We like that.
All right. How?
Okay.
Oh, tight.
Tight, but it's okay. We can tighten it up later.
Okay.
Okay, and then 1 more. We're doing 3.
Oh.
So
okay.
find the
One
middle.
of my knots on the other side. Is that going to be bad?
You want them to match. So, yeah, sorry. So either they all need to go on the inside or they all need to go on the outside, but it doesn't matter. So the way that I remember is I'm holding with my tails going down, and I hold my yarn like this, and then I just put it down and put my fingers through like this, and then I can catch the 2 tails up here. Kind of reminds me of that. Remember that yarn game that you...
Oh, yeah. Cats in the Cradle.
Cats in the Cradle, the silver spoon. Okay. So tell me when you have that done. So we have 3. There we go.
Okay, hold on. I got to well, you keep going. I'll catch up. I just got to do my 3rd.
You got to do your 3rd. Okay. So in order to give it a little bit of dimension in your hat, this is when you want to change your yarn. So you want to have a different, you can use a different color, but because I'm doing angel, I'm doing all white or silver. So what should I do, white or silver?
Silver.
Silver. Okay. So this is my fancy yarn that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I kind of like it. It's very feathery looking. See? But
My word, I actually did it.
You did it.
I think.
Okay, can you hand me my Little Hustle and Prairie book? There you go. That's
go.
looking good, like Little Octopus.
Hey, that's what I was going to say.
Okay,
Well,
hand me the
awesome,
book.
Prairie book.
Okay, we're gonna do the same thing with this yarn, and we won't need as many, so we'll do.
Hi,
let's just
Deb.
do 5. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome.
I'm gonna do 10,
Glad
so
to
you have
see you.
some and I have some.
Mhm.
It's the same loop around. See, look, and I have
Oh,
a
you
knot
only
here.
did 10?
I'm doing 10
Okay.
because these don't need as many. Okay, so I have 10, and we're gonna cut the same thing that we did before. There's my yarn in a knot. I should have had it
Oh,
ready.
Mary, we did miss you. We missed a lot of people. We're glad to be back.
Yeah, it's been a while,
It's
hasn't
been
it?
a long time, Mary. Long time.
Okay, here's some of these we're going to share.
Okay.
Okay, we have extras. Okay, so what we're going to do now is do the same thing, but with our gray yarn. Does that make sense? So come
Yes.
next to it.
You're
So,
blowing my mind now.
okay,
Okay.
halfway through,
Halfway through. Yep.
hold the tails,
Hold the tails.
put your fingers through so you can grab the tails,
Okay.
and then we're going to go do the same exact thing that we did before. Just loop it through and slide it over.
Oh, this one's not going to work for me.
And if it doesn't work, just try it again. It is a little bit slippery. Okay, so while he's doing that, let me tell you what we have planned today. We are going to be doing a giveaway, which is one of our tumbler DIY tumblers, which would make a fantastic Christmas gift, I might add. The thing that I love about this tumbler is it holds the cold or hot, whatever you're going to do, for a long time. I can do a thing of ice water and the next day it's still cold. So why are you laughing?
Because I can't do this.
Wait, remember what I said.
I know, but
Grab
I can't. I get lost in the fuzzy.
Just hold on to it like this. Wait, you're making it harder on yourself.
I know, but
Look.
I tried that last time and it didn't work.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna.
Yep, I'm
All
just
right.
gonna fumble my.
However,
I got
it
one.
works.
How
Okay.
many times do you have to do it?
You just need both tails in. Nope, that's
that
not
didn't
gonna work. Okay, this is so funny. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other side. So do it with me. Fold it in half.
No, I tried that, but I got lost in the fuzzies.
Hold the bottoms.
Yeah.
Okay, now put both your
Both
finger
fingers
and your
in.
thumb like
Yeah.
this. Now go around and grab it with your finger and your thumb right there
Like
and
that.
pull them through.
Got it.
You got it?
Why didn't you teach me that the first time?
Why, oh, why? Okay, so anyway, for the drawing today, we're going to be doing a drawing. So if you want to enter for the drawing for one of these, what you do is just in the comments say, what do we want to have as our code word?
Code word.
It's going to be Angel Gnome.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
No. Let's do Angel Gnome. No, we want to do, I should have had something already thought.
Best Gnomies.
Best Gnomies. Okay, if you say Best Gnomies, then you can be entered for the drawing. And we have our, what are they called? The people who watch the thing?
We have a couple
Moderators. We have some moderators.
We have some hidden moderators.
Yes, that are going to be keeping up with it. Oh, that's perfect.
All right.
That are going to be writing down everybody's names. And then at the end, we'll draw it and somebody will win a mug. In fact, we might do 2 or 3. But so just, what do we say? No. Best Gnomies. If you put Best Gnomies, then you get to be entered. And then if you put it in.
Deb's already
Deb's
on
in. Deb's our first one. I think because she's the first one, she should get an extra entry, don't you? And then every 10 minutes or so, you can do it again. And each time you can get entered into the drawing again.
Wow.
See what I'm saying?
Holy
so you can get up to as many as 5 entries in our hour. So there we go. Okay. Is that right? How many 10 minutes are in an hour? 6 entries. Best Gnomies will work for yarn. Okay, good. All right, now we have that done, right? We have one on each side.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now we're going to do 3 more of the same. So it's the same thing. Find the middle. And really, after you get going on this, it gets easier.
That's what they all say.
So find the middle, put your thumb and pointer finger through. You're not going to do it? Okay. Yeah, whatever you want. This is how I do it. And then I grab the tails.
You're not going to do it.
You do how you do. Oh, boy. And we're going to do 3 of those. So go ahead and, since you have the best way, go ahead and just see if you can
totally
keep up.
messed that up.
Okay. We don't have any fun with this. Okay,
This is why
so
my brain does not work this way.
you know, it's funny because, you know, some of you know who've been here before, he has a Master of Fine Arts degree, but crafty things.
Yeah.
Now he can paint Mona Lisa, but
I'm going to do my own.
all right, you do your own. Okay, so after you get 3,
It's easier for me to do it the wrong way with the
Do it
white
the wrong
than
way. So you just continue on doing white, then the
Wait, how
silver, 3, and
3.
then
Okay.
yep, it's
Okay.
always 3 then
Always
1.
3 then 1.
Yep, 3
Got it.
then 1. And again, this looks really good. You could do like let's say we did Nebraska colors, we'd do red and white or black, red and white. So yeah, your favorite team or your favorite whatever. These look really cute as, the pom-pom garlands that people do on the hearths or fireplaces.
Yep.
It looks cute with these hats, even if they don't have gnomes, but they're just even cuter when they have gnomes. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? Best gnomies. Oh, we're getting some good ones. I love it.
Debbie. Will work for yarn. Hannah.
Work for yarn. I love it. Okay. Are you moving along here?
I'm getting there.
I think that it starts after a while.
I see where this is going, though.
You see where it's going, yeah?
Yep. It may not be the fastest draw.
Well, and I've made a lot. Whenever I'm going to do a YouTube video, I always work on it. I work it over and over and over until I'm satisfied with the look. And this particular gnome ornament, I think I did.
It took you a while, didn't it?
I think I did 15 gnomes before I found the one that I really liked. So that's a lot of these hats. So you can see that
What you're saying is you got really fast.
I got practiced.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. And look, with this fat yarn, I'm going to have extra for another one. So really, how many did we do? 20? Probably could have done 15, but. Okay, how you doing?
I'm getting there.
I love it. When you start to get to the end, you just kind of squish them up. So you don't want to see any cardboard. All right. Does anybody have any questions for us while we're getting our hat ready? See, this is kind of like a, you know how when you watch cooking shows and then they actually have the cake already cooked? Well, I already have some already made too, but just wanted to show how to get these.
Well, then why am I going through all this
Go for it.
confusion?
Because we're showing. Okay, see how it looks when it gets done with that much?
Giving myself a brain cramp.
Well, good. Keep going. Best gnomies. Okay, so while you keep on doing that, I'm going to show some of my other ones. I've done red ones. I've done, this is the one that's with the puffier yarn. Yeah, I've made a lot of these. And they really are cute little, they're so cute. And I've definitely come a long way from when I started. But okay, while you're doing that, you keep going. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show how to make braids. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can make gnomes.
You just keep on doing that because I know if this, I can't do braids. My granddaughters know I can't do braids.
A lot of gnomes are like bearded gnomes and, male gnomes, but I tend to lean towards the cutesy girly gnomes. So I like to, change it up a little bit.
There you go.
So that's what I do. And I like to use pipe cleaners for my braids because sometimes I'll use like rubber bands, but what are you laughing at?
Brain cramp, call for an ambulance. You know that's right. We'll work for yarn.
Okay, I'm going to use silver or white pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners are one of my favorite tools when I'm crafting, and I always have some around for my grandkids because they love pipe cleaners too because they take after me. Okay, so I'm going to use a white pipe cleaner, I think, silver for the little attachments, and you want to use your, I don't care about these scissors, not your fabric scissors on your pipe cleaner.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I made that mistake once.
Yes, that's no good. Okay, so because I do these with a lot of, I don't know, when I'm making one, I make 6, so to speak. I'm going to go ahead and make some pretty long braids. And then I can cut them up. So, depending on how big you want your braids, I'm going to have 2 things of yarn for each braid strand. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so
question for you.
yeah, go for it.
I have a little bit of gap. Do I put another one in there or just spread them out?
I think figure out how tight they are because you could probably spread it out. It'd probably
They're
look
pretty
okay.
tight.
If they're tight, spread it out. If you can still see cardboard, then you want to put another.
I'm going to put another one in just to be safe.
All right, you do that.
Because I'm such a master at it now.
You're a master. Okay, so I'm just tying off the top. And then a lot of times I'll do one of two things. I'll either tape the top part to the table while I braid, or I think I didn't bring tape over here with me. Here's the crazy thing. Don't do this at home. We're at home. You can put it in your mouth.
Teeth are not tools.
Teeth are not tools. You can braid like this. See? I'm getting...
Oh, man. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I would definitely tape it. Can we rewind that? See, this is why I don't like doing lives.
Do you want me to get you tape? Okay.
How about you just hold it?
I'll hold it.
Okay, hold right there.
You look slobbery.
Sorry. Okay, so when you're braiding, don't do the braids too tight or then it just looks like rope and it no longer looks like a braid. So you want to have kind of a loose braid like so. And then we'll get some more pipe cleaner. Oops, it's getting a little tighter right here. So if it starts to tighten up, just loosen it up because we want it to look braidy. It's kind of like,
hey, Joel, welcome.
hello. All right, for those who are just joining, if you say
Best
Gnomies in the chat every 10 minutes, every time you do, you get put in for a drawing for fancy tumblers. And you know everybody wants one of these tumblers that say DIY is my happy place.
They are pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have a braid. So in order to make this shorter, I'm going to go ahead and cut. I'm going to do some of these because the fancy silver is going to be like the ties at the bottom of the braid. So what you can do is put one on a braid. You want to figure out about how tall it is. Let's come back to that. Let's go ahead and go on to the next thing because I want you to be able to see how tall you want them. So I'm setting that aside for a minute.
And now it's done.
Now let's go back to our hat. Okay. So we have all our little octopus arms and legs down here, right?
Yep.
And hello, Jaren. Okay. Now what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to push them up through the center. Oh, you weren't looking. Okay,
I was watching all our friends up there. I know. It's hard. Okay.
Okay. Push them up.
Try focus.
Push them up and have them go through the center. And then just go along.
The whole,
every single thing.
Okay.
Push them through. And then when they come out the other end, this is going to be the top of the hat. What are you laughing at?
It comes out the other end.
Best
is exactly how mine's going to look.
Yes. And we have our moderators writing down the names every time so we can get you signed up for the drawing.
Yep.
And again, when you get on here, please tell us where you're from. And if you have any questions, we can answer questions as we go.
Does this look like it should?
Yeah. So look, I have one that's kind of still tucked up in. So you just have to keep on bringing them around like so.
I think I actually beat her.
I think you did. Okay. Now we're going to take one of our strings that we have. And we're going to go about halfway up. And you want to make sure that this string gets centered. Like you don't want your hat leaning. You want it centered. So we're just going to tie it off. And you're going to tie a knot. So it looks like that. You see?
Yep.
And so go ahead and tie it in a knot. And then let it go around one more time. Just to make sure this doesn't come undone. So I'm going to bring it around the other way with all my little octopus arms.
How tight do you tie it?
Nice and tight.
Nice and tight?
Yep.
Oh, the pressure. Okay, go
And then-
back around again
And then one more knot.
in the same spot or no?
Same spot. American Falls, Idaho. Yay! Deb from Ohio. Okay, we'll work for yarn. Who is your favorite child? Oh, by far our favorite
All
child
four of
has to be Nathan, since he's the one on. Oh no, wait, Jaren's on here too. We like all of our children. Seth, where are you? He's not here. Grant's in class, so we have some mighty fine daughter-in-laws too. That is a good question. Hi from Pennsylvania. Yeah, Tim used to live in Maryland, so we love Pennsylvania.
Hey, Debbie. Oh, thanks, Nate.
Thank you. Things
Now
are
he
going to
really
look
is
great
our-
on the Christmas tree. I love it. Okay, we're going to trim these off in a minute.
Okay,
Did you get yours tied off?
I think
Okay.
so. Is that okay? It looks kind of small. How does yours look nice and poofy?
Well, you didn't go halfway up, but it's okay.
Oh.
It'll work. Okay,
So
now
I
we
can move
need
that
a
up.
napkin. Where did we put our napkins? I
Good
tried to have
question.
everything 100% organized, and I didn't. Okay, here we go. You can use a paper towel or a napkin, and you just want to bunch it up and push it up into that gnome hat.
You're going to stuff your cap?
Stuff your cap so it'll hold its form.
Oh, I don't know about this.
And you want it to be up in there pretty high because you got to have room for the head of your gnome. Okay, you got that? Okay, see how the little gray parts make it so that it looks like a little hat. And then once that is done, am I going too fast?
No, I did notice that sometimes you get loose ones and you can just pull them tight.
Pull them tight. And then you want to just trim off the tops so that it looks uniform. And they don't have to be perfect, but you want them to be, you don't want to just have one that's just way too long. And every once in a while, there'll be one that will just hang straight down and then it kind of doesn't look right on the hat. So I'll just cut that guy off if it's bothering me. But this one is working out pretty nicely. Okay. Let's see. Nathan. Wasn't Nathan in one of your live shows? Okay. Will Work for Yarn gets 3 bonus points for knowing
Yes,
that.
he was.
Yes, he was. Okay, let me just.
He's our
put it this way.
technical advisor.
He is our IT. We have different. Each of our kids have specialties, and IT is his specialty. So we're not that good at it. So
Yeah.
every once in a while, but the problem is we moved away from him, so now he's got to help us from afar.
Well, yeah,
So-
we're going to have to share that story.
Yeah, we have a story about the big move. Okay, that looks good. No,
I
it's
cut
fine.
it short, didn't I?
Yours is short, but that's all right.
All right.
There's no wrong way. Okay, there we go. Now to make the gnome. What we're gonna do, I got these Christmas balls from the Dollar Tree, and this one has just different gray and silver.
Silver ornaments.
So it's now $1.25 here.
Oh, yeah.
We've just gone way up on our prices, but still you can do 1, 2, 12 ornaments per container. So that's a pretty
That's
good
pretty
deal.
good.
So by the time you do your yarn and this, you can make a substantial amount of gnomes for a good price. Okay, so I already have
actually
some
really
open.
like my hat.
Isn't it cute?
Very handsome.
Okay, now let's get some of these ornaments out. I'll do the glitter.
Yes.
As if anybody that's on here knows what it is that our sons do not get to answer, but if you know what our son calls glitter, put it in the comments. I'd love to see if anybody knows or remembers. I think we've said it in times gone by. I have glitter going everywhere. Sorry.
Someone's dust. Okay.
Tim looking good. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the braid on here. And so that's why we wanted to have the
Are you
braid.
going to make me a braid?
Yes.
Okay.
I have enough right here to do both of ours. But
Oh.
you don't want the braid to be too long because once we glue it up in here, you don't want it to be longer than the ornament because it's an ornament. You don't want it, you
Yeah.
know, it needs to be contained. So that's
It
why.
still look like an ornament.
Yep. So this is what I choose to do. Will you hand me this scissors?
Yep.
And then I'm going to let you do one too. So I'm going to cut this off. And this is the other reason why I like to use pipe cleaners rather than rubber band, because I'm going to be gluing. And if you did these with rubber bands, they would pop. So we're not using the whole braid, but we're going to just come right here, right around this two. And your braids, you want to be hanging in the front. So on the ball, they're just a little bit towards the front. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so then we get our hot glue gun. And Tim, there's finger things here, so
Yeah.
you don't burn your finger.
That hot glue is
That hot glue is hot. Okay, so we're just going to add a dab of glue here and a dab of glue here. And then put the braids on like so. And while those are cooling off.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
See where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Now we know how long we want. So we're going to put at the bottom one of our fancy looking pipe cleaners to look like a little clip. And then one on the other side.
What do they call those when you're doing it in real hair? Hair bands?
Hair band, clippy.
Hair rubber band.
Okay, Hannah Jensen just said it. And somebody said unicorn
toot.
That's good. The answer
Yep.
is Satan's
Dust,
dust, but I think
yeah.
unicorn toot's a good answer too. But yeah, my boys, every year I make it, the whole family do Christmas ornaments or Christmas stockings with glitter, and yeah, Satan's dust gets everywhere. Okay, so see how my braids are going to be, but I'm going to go ahead and put some on the other side so it doesn't unravel. Is this being able to be seen?
Yep.
I think so.
You might have to hold it up when you get done,
Okay.
just so you can see.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Okay. See how that I put it on either side? And then I can just take my fabric scissors, cut it in half, right there, right there. And now you can just glue that top one on. Well, you're going to have to, anyway, don't give me too long.
You want me to figure it out?
Figure it out. Give yourself a hat. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, I'm going to
there.
ask, let's see. Okay, I think it's time for another entry. So if you're here, put on there, I can't.
Best Gnomies.
Best Gnomies.
Okay.
Enter again.
Do you have another white?
White right here.
Yes, thank you.
And here's your, there you go.
But these are fabric, right?
Best Gnomies.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, thank you, Jared. Favorite son coming in hot.
This, can I jump ahead? Or no, I'm not jumping ahead. This is going to go up in the cap.
Up in the cap.
Okay, so.
Up in the cap, yeah. So you be doing that. I'll be getting the noses ready. I wish I would have. Everything is so far away. I thought I had it closer. Okay. Now, this is what we're going to be using for the nose. I get these every color of glass filler that I can possibly get from the dollar store because I love all the different sizes of the balls, and you can use them for nose, hands, feet, everything. And I have just about every color known to man. I put them in a Ziploc bag so I don't lose them. And here is a little trick that I figured out when I was making my gnomes. And that is when you put a gnome, like these round balls on a round ball, the nose protrudes too far to look real, like a real gnome should look.
Yep.
So we're going to get one of the biggest glitter balls in here, and we're going to cut it in half.
Oh,
Okay.
That'll work because then I can use the other half.
And you'll use the other half. And
Got it.
I'm telling you, I never waste anything. So there we go. That is going to be our gnome nose. So I'll give you one.
Nobody knows the trouble.
Okay. Look how fast and easy these are. Isn't this great? Okay. You got that? I'm going to keep moving on while he's working on his.
I'm actually
Okay.
surprised that the hot glue doesn't melt the
Plastic.
yeah, the ornament.
Yeah. And this hot glue gun, we had a move recently, and this isn't my favorite hot glue gun. My favorite hot glue gun is still somewhere in boxes. My favorite one is actually the Gorilla Glue gun, and it's a reasonably priced gun, but it just doesn't keep dripping. But the thing that I like is I get these silicone things from the Dollar Tree, so if glue's dripping, it comes right off. So that's what I do, even if I'm using my not favorite glue gun. Okay, then remember we pushed that paper towel up in, or napkin. So we're gonna want this to come down and then smoosh down as much as we can over this globe.
Wait, did you put your nose on?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll do the nose after the hat.
Okay.
So we
So what
need
am I
to
doing?
we're gonna put glue around the rim of the hat, and then
Gotcha.
that's gonna get pushed down over your ornament. Yep. So we just add some glue, and then this part you have to, oh, you're gonna need another glue stick. This part you have to kind of hold in place for a minute, otherwise the hat will start to pop up. So I'm gonna get my
Does it take
braids.
a lot of hot glue or?
Not too bad. And then I'm just gonna push it down so that it'll hold in place. Sorry, that just really isn't the best glue gun, but you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Okay.
I'm gnome for Christmas. I'll be gnome for Christmas. Okay, let's hear all of your favorite gnome quotes. I love it. Yeah, you just got to keep holding it there. And
gnome away from gnome.
Gnome away from gnome. There's
gnome place like gnome.
There's gnome place like gnome.
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of them on my blog.
Gnome buddy like Tim.
Gnome buddy like Tim. Okay, now you can't push it down here to hold it in place. And while it's
I'll
still
be
being
gnome for Christmas. There you go,
I
Jaren.
love that. Okay.
Best gnomies. Debbie's entered again. Nathan, you missed mine. It was pretty great.
Nobody has as many gnome quotes as I do. I love it. Okay.
I hope this is, I don't know. Should I squeeze some glue under there?
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna put some glue on our little nose.
What?
You have a little glue coming off your finger there. And then when we put this, the little styrofoam gnome thing, you want to tuck it up underneath the hat just a smidge, because the fact is the hat always wants to come over just a little bit to make it look like a gnome. So to keep yourself from burning your finger, these styrofoam things, Tim.
Insert Tim.
They really do glue on easily. So just put a little dab of glue like that.
Okay.
And then again, you have to hold the styrofoam into place until it sets. Just like that. And it really likes to hold into place. See, I can see I kind of might need to fix that braid a little bit.
Oh, shoot.
It's all right. You're doing
actually,
good.
hot glue you can scrape off if you need to.
I love it. Okay, so
It did not.
once you get done with those, I'm going to show you how we do our sign. But again, you could make them in any color, depending on what color of
Oh, I just made a whole mess.
hat what colors you're gonna do your tree. Now, the thing that I love about this the most.
My gnome's got a runny nose.
Oh dear. Oh boy. Okay, and they also have the little hooks to hook your gnomes.
Gnome
at the
for
dollar
president.
store. Gnome for president. Oh, we gotta do wings.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now for the wings, you can do a couple of different ways. You can either use some, what do you call it? Sheet foam, like glitter foam,
Foam
and
sheets,
cut
yeah.
some wings. Or I kind of like this one. I picked up some different colors of white, silvery,
Oh, that one.
ribbon.
This one's cool.
And this makes it very, very easy. So what we need is another piece of our
Know them the way I do.
pipe cleaner. Let me get one for you. Now wait till you see how easy this. Oh, you got a pipe cleaner over there. Okay, so we're just gonna take a little bit of this mesh like this, and
Hold
we'll.
on, I'm gonna show them really quick
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's got like
It's got
stuff
some little
in it.
glittery stuff. A little of Satan's dust in there. Know 'em the way I do. I love that. Okay, so really whatever kind of ribbon you can get your hands on, but I like it to be shimmery and look like it's. This is the one
It's
thing
got some
that
texture to it.
I kept on trying to figure out the best way to do. Let me just cut it for you.
Yeah, how much do you cut?
Just a
Like
square. A square. I tried different wings, and they just kept turning out to look like fairy wings instead of angel wings. But I also wanted the wings to not be too stand out. So this is what I came up with. Okay, so we're just going to grab your wings.
I gotta put I was gonna name him, but I'll have to wait till later. Okay.
And then you just want
Hold
to, really the best way is to go fold it back and forth. Remember I used to make fans in the olden days with paper?
Gotcha.
And we'd go back and forth.
This part I can
Like
do 'cause
so.
I remember it.
Just like that. And once you have them all together, take your pipe cleaner and pipe clean them off. Feliz Navidad, nombre. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Ooh, I know where you're going with this. Okay, then did you say take pipe cleaner?
Pipe cleaner. And it looks kind of like butterfly. All of a sudden it got really bright in here. There we go. See what I'm doing there?
We need our technical advisor to come out.
Yes, we do. Okay.
Okay.
You got that done?
Now I spread it out, did you say?
Yeah, I mean, it just spreads by itself.
Oh,
And then we're going to just glue that onto the back. So you got your nose, glue it on the back. It's just little dabs of glue here and there. Like so. And then, have you ever used these? These are makeup.
Nope, never used it.
Makeup spatulas, and it's a great way. If you have excess glue, you can just wipe off some of the glue. So
where did you put it? Just on the back somewhere?
Yeah, right
under the hat?
Right under the hat. And then it's looking like a little angel gnome. My hook is over here somewhere. I'm going to find it. Okay, the only thing we still need now is a sign. Now, you could just go ahead and hang it like
that
this.
Hot glue is really hot.
Are you kidding with me?
No, I got it on my thumb.
Oh, boy.
And it keeps coming.
Okay. Okay. What? No family discount? Oh yeah, family discount. This is what family's getting for Christmas. Hey, that'd be an idea, wouldn't it?
Okay.
We're having a big Christmas party this year. All right.
All right.
Okay. So once we get done with that, we get our little hooks, which I'm going to find in just a second. Where I put them. Okay, but let's go ahead and do the signs. Okay. Just lean it up against your thing here until I find my hooks. I tried to get so organized.
Oh, let's see. For a non-crafter, it's looking pretty good.
Oh, here's your hook. So I just pick up a bunch of the ornament hooks. You can just hook it onto the string.
Oh, that's Gnome. Deb's in again.
Deb's in again. I love it. I think Deb's gonna have the most entries. That's awesome. Okay, so what I did with how I do this is I go ahead, just because I don't want it to be falling off the tree, I go ahead and get 2 of the little pieces of yarn, and I'm going to glue this in and then put the yarn on either side of it.
Okay, now I gotta see how you're gonna do this.
So I'm just going to loop that one over. Ooh, that hot glue is hot. and then loop that one over. And then
Oh, so you're kind of hiding it.
hiding the glue, hiding it into there. And then after that gets done, then I'll wrap the wire around. And then
After it gets done drying.
drying. Yep. Oh, see, that's not done drying. Tried to move too fast. So you might want to use your little finger things. And it's very lightweight. So actually, once this starts drying, it's not going anywhere. And we got to get some more of the things back up. And look how cute it is. Okay, so it could be done here. But I think that these make such cute little gifts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do little treat. I always do treat things at Christmas time. And I'm going to put one of these gnomes on the top of my plate of cookies or whatever it is that I make for friends. And we're going to make this sign. Did you get it?
Yep.
Okay. Now, how we're going to make the sign is I picked up some of these plant labels, but really anything will work. But I like these. They still have these, even though it's, kind of not garden season at the Dollar Tree. But they come 10 for a package. I love it when I can make a bunch of gnomes for less than $1 a piece.
Friends,
yeah, and then you can make them for everybody you want. So anyway, these are just plastic things meant for, you put what your corn, chicken, and corn, whatever. Okay, so here you go. You take one, I take one. And I printed out some quotes, and I will put these on my blog, and I'll put a link down below. It'll be later on tonight, so that you can go print these. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel, but this is one of my favorite quotes.
Can't see that good. It's too light.
It's too light. I know, turn down the light, Tim. Can you turn down the light a little? Well, it does get kind of overlit. He's going to turn the lights down a little. So hopefully you'll be able to, that's a lot better. Can you see it better now? Wait, now that one's too bright.
Yeah, I'll hit it.
He's going to hit it. And then you'll be able to see. Thanks for telling us that. Okay, so it looks like that. And then these quotes, they come, I just do a bunch because I'm always making a lot of them. But it says, angels can't be everywhere. That's why God gave us friends. That's my favorite quote. But you could do anything. Gnome for the holidays. All your good quotes. Okay. If you have a paper cutter, you can cut it. It is still kind of bright. Okay. So I'm just going to cut with scissors.
Yeah, is that any better or is it still bright?
We got to show this up close.
Sort this
out. Here, you have
yeah.
longer arms. Show it while I'm cutting this.
Part of it is I got to let the camera focus. There. And there's the top. It's hard to see the little hook right there. There we go.
Okay.
Now, if you want to see,
that's better. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to see the best one now. See.
There you go. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so what I like to do, and this is a little challenge that I do for myself. I'll print off this many. I'll make this many little quotes, and then I'm like, this is how many people need a little pick-me-up this year of a gnome ornament. So, okay, once we get the quote cut out, paper, scissors, then I have a real fancy way of attaching them to this, and that is just a good old-fashioned glue stick. And then when it's all done, you can put Mod Podge on it just to make it so that it won't.
So you can make it girly, is what you're saying?
Well, Mod Podge is just like to seal it so that it doesn't, the print ink doesn't run. So
Mod Podge, box tape, either way.
Podge. People say Mod Podge.
I've heard it both ways.
Mod Podge. MODPODGE. Okay.
Okay.
So we just take some glue. All right, we're getting close to time to
glue stick.
Glue stick. Here you go.
No, it's going to drive me nuts because it wasn't square.
Uh-oh. All right, then we put that on our little. So really, everything from this gnome came from the Dollar Tree, except this yarn. But they do sometimes have it. Just depends. Mine didn't have it this time. They have different yarns at different times of the year. But yeah. Okay. Is it still too dark or too light? Okay. Angels can't be.
You gotta get it close and then let the camera focus on it.
Okay.
There.
I think you can see it. Okay.
Best Gnomies will work for yarn.
All right, Best Gnomies. Last chance. Throw in your.
Okay, where'd you cut that? Oh, you haven't cut it.
Cut what?
I
Oh,
thought
no,
we were
I'm going to
cutting
leave
that
it
off.
on. And then we'll just poke
Ah.
it into the hat like so. And you can glue it on too if you want. Sometimes I glue it towards the bottom, just depending on where you want it. This is where I put it before because I want it to be, you know, kind of all in one piece, so to speak.
Does that work?
But yeah, that totally works. So depending on where you want your hat, I just like mine right about, or your sign, right about here. So depending, you can put it in your hat or you can put it onto the ball.
And it even hangs
And then it hangs.
all by itself.
So I'm going to let that just sit there and dry for a minute. Okay, we got it. We got it done. Start to finish in an hour. Now, once you get going on these, what I do is I make them in phases. So I will just make a bunch of the hats. And once you have a bunch of the hats made, you can just go along and, I even did some with the curly hair. I have a tutorial of how to make the curly hair if you want to do that. You could add like sparkly tops.
Here, let me hold that one up.
Yeah, hold that up and show curly hair.
Yeah.
Now, what I did with the curly hair was I went ahead and glued it to my hat ahead of time. And then I can just put the ornament in there. And I do have a tutorial all about how you take yarn and make curly hair.
Okay.
All right, very good. Okay, what was the last thing I was going to say? Oh, and then once you do that, especially if you're making your hats separately, you can put together 20 gnomes in half an hour. Once you have your
That's pretty bold.
hats made. Yeah, I'm sure we can. So
You can.
you can. Okay, it's time for drawing. We need our mods to get our drawing done and then send a text to Tim so we know who won and we will announce the winner. So what does this say? Grandma Sandy, thank you so much for sharing how you go about putting this together.
Thanks.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Grandma.
much. I love that so much. You read them.
D.
My feet is not gluing on here very well.
Thanks for watching tonight and welcome to her channel. I'm just here for fun.
It's our channel.
It's she does all the work. I'm just here to try to make people laugh. Grandma, thanks for some great tips on how to make 20 gnomes in a half an hour. I doubt I can do that fast. I can't do that fast. She can, but you can get quite a few done.
I'm saying if the hats were already made. If you
Deb's
made
got
the
Best
hats,
Gnomies again.
then it's just a matter of gluing those ornaments. It goes really fast. So, yes. Okay.
Oh, the random winner?
The random winner is...
Will Work for Yarn.
Will Work for Yarn. Hey, everybody give a round of applause. Do a clap emoji in the comments. Yay. Okay, so Will Work for Yarn. If you will email me, then we will get your address and we will send off your fancy merchandise. DIY mug. Your tumbler. You're going to love it.
Oh, my word.
So good. So congratulations. Yes. And should we say the email? Yeah. No? Yeah.
Oh, it's in your...
Oh, email's in my thing. Yeah.
Amy Hackelman
DIY is my happy.
gmail.com.
This is the same thing. Okay. All right.
Oh, mercy. What are we going to do with her?
Okay. Oh, you did a great job. Thank you so much. Congratulations to the winner. And what
Will Work for Yarn says, OMG, no way.
No way. You did it.
You did it.
All right. We love it so much. And thank you everyone. Thank you so much. And now that we have our stuff all organized, oh, this is the part we didn't say. We moved. We used to be in Nebraska, and now we live in Utah, and half our stuff is still boxed away, but we're going to get organized and do more lives now.
This was fun. We were so happy to see everybody and all the new people and all the people that have been with us for such a long time. It's great to have you.
Yes, thank you so much. And look at how these turn out.
Here, you want me to hold it up?
Yes, hold those up. And that's all we need to do. So yes, we'll work for yarn. Please send us an email and we'll get your merchandise mailed out to you. And we'll put some links down below for anybody else who might want to get one of these. And we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
See ya. There's
Thanks
yarn
again,
in the air.
everyone.
Yarn in the air.
Love in the air.
It's not ended yet.
Yeah.
Your stream will stop.
It
Not yet.
This is like after the credits. You know when you stay for Marvel movies?
Oh boy.